Hello, I'm the Convalescing Soul. Welcome to my channel. Today we are reading Colette BARON-REID's the Spirit Animal Oracle Guidebook. And the card for today is number 55, which reduces to a 10. Time to heal. That reminds me, if you ever had one of those bracelets, like the snake, the naga, is healing. The snake is often seen in medicine, like as healing. That's why sometimes those medical alert bracelets, I think they actually have a snake on them. Sometimes we see a snake, and because some are venomous, obviously, and can kill us, we're very afraid. But snakes also represent healing, transformation, like the constant shedding of the old, renewal. That there's a lot of positivity with snakes as well. I actually saw something this week as online. I don't know if it was real. It was a snake that was like come out of someone's toilet. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, can that really happen? Can a snake somehow get into your plumbing and come up through your toilet? I don't know how that could happen. But now it's got me all afraid to go to the bathroom. Kind of crazy, right? Snake spirit. A time to heal. The good thing is, you can outrun a snake, you know? They kind of slither, but you can run way faster. You don't need to be afraid. You can get away. We don't need to be so afraid. But they can scare us. They can. It's almost like it's something very, very deeply embedded in our DNA. It's like in our biology to be afraid of the snake. Okay. That's for another day. Let's read. All of us need healing at times. It's true. And when snake spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care. I was thinking about self-care. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Sometimes, especially in this day and age, people, perhaps some people, not all, can see your self-care and they confuse it. They think, oh, you're being selfish. But self-care is not selfish. It is needed, and often the people telling you, when you take time out to care for yourself, maybe it's taking away from them. And so them calling it selfish is maybe more because it's taking away from what you're giving them. But really, you need to give to yourself. It's this whole idea of you cannot pour from an empty glass, right? So it's okay. Self-care is not selfish. Okay. Perhaps it can cross the line when taken to excess. Maybe. We'll all just have to judge for ourselves, okay? Nonetheless, give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being, and whatever that looks like for you. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. This might be a good time to honor the work you have done to heal, grow, and repair any damage within you, within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that you have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports your wellness, your prosperity, your positive relationships, and your well-being, and open the door for healing to occur. Now, the protection message. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed, you are called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded. It reminded me of something I'll tell you in a minute. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others to heal. I was going to do my little guide chimes. I feel like we need to do a little clearing of the energy. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Let it go. Just healing. Clearing all that negativity away. There was this super cute video online. It was sweet. It was kind of funny and sweet. It was this little boy, and then there were these little girls, and they were having a debate. It was basically the exact same thing. The little girls were saying, my mom said it's raining, and the little boy said, no, my mom said it's sprinkling. Well, it's the same. Sprinkling, raining, it's the same. Rain is coming down, right? But in their minds, it was very different, and they each felt their moms were right. And so the more the boy said, no, it's sprinkling, the more the girls pushed back, and the boy was just by himself. But there was a group of these little girls, and they were all, this is a poor sweet little boy. But it was like, the one girl realized that maybe the other girls were being too hard, and she's telling him it's okay, and the girls are being a little bit aggressive with him, and he kind of softened a little bit, like, because I think he was starting to feel a little bit shy. But he says to the one girl as she's telling him, like, being aggressive with him, he's like, you're pretty, but you're wrong. And then the girl ends up like poking him, like, it's raining. And he goes, ow. you poke me in my heart. But it was so cute. He was like, my heart. But I felt like that's really what was happening, is their aggressiveness was hurting his heart, more than like just the physical poke. It was like his little heart. But it was very tender and very sweet. I thought, just watching the kids interact and what they were doing. But I don't know. Children can be very sweet, but also they can teach us a lot. We often feel it is our role as adults to teach them, but often, what is the saying? The student becomes the teacher. And often the teacher can be humbled, right, by things they learn from the students. But I don't know why I felt compelled to show it on my clock. It says 111 anyways, if that means anything to anyone. But here's to not poking anyone in the heart today over something silly, like whether it's raining or sprinkling. Sometimes it seems like we're arguing different things, but the end result, we often want the same end result. We often have more in common sometimes than we realize, yeah? Okay, much love and many blessings.